I never should have swallowed those mushrooms, because now I've been nailed by the back of my Gansey to this shitty old reproduction of Guernica. And the party's going mental all around me, and there is a profusion of top-drawer totty shaking their top-drawer booties suggestively. And the bass line is thumping deep in my belly, and I'm sporting the favourite paisley shirt, top of the range, knob-hugging strides, and my peacock feathers are spread wide, and I have never felt more like strutting. But here we go again, tripping off my titties, while a single most boring human being in the planet pins my ears to the back of my head about the poetry of some Russian manic depressive. I understand, he said, by way of introduction, that you were big into the poetry. The name's Walter. I mean, shaking his hand, it was like massaging a throat. He was one of those types that smokes a pipe and sports an Amish-style beard. You know, an anachronistic weirdo that thinks he's the height of sophistication. And he assumed, since I was apparently big into the poetry, that I was intimately familiar with every bastard syllable that miserable turn-of-the-century vodka junkie Alexei Yetnikov ever scribbled. And being in a sensitive frame of mind at the time, all I could do was nod at his every reference, when inside my head all I wanted to do was scream, "Leon, you psychosexual sadist, wet dream of a living, breathing instrument of torture!" Then I spotted a nubile brunette, smiling at me from the kitchenette, all but bursting out of her itty-bitty tank top. And don't you agree that Yetnikov's greatest contribution was his denial of the prevailing tyranny of iambic pentameter with the quality of shite that Walter was shoveling? Luckily, I was too preoccupied with her perfect opalescent lights. And the dirty little flirt, she held my gaze in that teasing way confident women have. Then, and I swear this actually happened, well, at least I think I swear this actually happened, she smiled and lifted a tip of that handkerchief she'd managed to convince to pretend it was a skirt, just for a second, over her hip. Showed me her panties. Purple. Oh, gee, I always liked purple. Then she gave me the sweetest smile and beckoned me to come to her, and something glimmered in my line of sight, and I began sucked into a cocoon of spastic light where everything suddenly folded into a personal landscape populated with strange geometric shapes and idiosyncratic reference points and imploding liquid inferences that sprayed a multi-hued cascade that made glittering patterns on the pulsating walls that began to drip and collect in me like I were a jar full to the brim with the broken fragments of my personality. And what? What was that you said? I remember something vaguely significant. Avoiding Walter like the plague. Nubile brunette in the kitchenette. Yes, that must be it. And with a renewed sense of purpose, I focused myself back to reality. But something was wrong. The brunette was gone. The sun shone through a crack in the curtains. The hi-fi stereo in the corner was silent. This party was deader than socialist politics. Walter, of course, was still twittering on. It seemed to last a mere nano. I never even got her name. This rate I'll never get laid again. I never should have swallowed those mushrooms.